going on, guys? It's your boy Ghost here, back with a long overdue video. But today we're actually starting a new series on the channel, and I know that's very rare because we don't usually do a type of series, but I've been seeing a rise in Discord bots, and so today we're actually going to make a Discord bot in this series. So we're going to be using discord.js v12. A lot of people use v11, but v11 is no longer used. It's outdated. So we're going to be using discord.js in this tutorial, v12. And we're also going to be using Node. So I'll leave these two links down in this. I'll leave all these links in the description. But these you have to download Node. I recommend you download the latest version. I'm not gonna download it. I'm not gonna download again because I already have it downloaded. But I recommend you get the latest feature if you don't already have Node installed. And moving on, we're gonna be installing Yarn as well. It's just going to make your code look neater, and it's going to make it look a lot better. It's going to be easier to sort out all the kinks, I guess. And we're also going to be using Visual Studio Code. Now you can use Atom, Visual Studio Code, or any other text editors out there, Intel, Vim, but to me, I'm going to be using the Visual Studio Code. Now, with that being said, let's go to our Discord developer portal, and we're going to make a new bot. Now we're going to click new application. We're going to name this tutorial bot, and there we go. So now we want to go to bot. I'll leave a link for adding your bot to your server in the description down below. And so once we create a bot, we're able to select an image here of anything. This is all for my Snapchat. I make Snapchat filters, so make sure you guys use that. Yeah, so we're gonna be here. We're just gonna put the concrete image because I don't know why I have that, but we're just gonna do that. So public bot. So if you uncheck this, people won't be allowed to add this to servers. Only you can. So we're gonna uncheck that for now. And we want to have this as administrator, and yeah, so now what we want to do is go add it to our Discord server. So what we want to do is, I'm typing in the link right now. So this token right here, you're gonna need the token. I'm not gonna show it, or I'll show it. So basically, don't try using this token because I'm gonna regenerate it after the video. But you basically want to copy your token, and you're gonna want to paste it into this link that I'm about to show you. If I could get it. I was not prepared, unfortunately. Hold on. Okay. So we want to get this link right here. I had to go to discord.js file or thingy. And so basically we want to get your client ID. So we're going to copy this. I'm going to paste the client ID right there. I'm going to click enter. So now we have this. You're just going to select which server you want to test it in. So I'm not really sure which server I want to put it in. So we're going to go to Discord, and we're actually going to figure out which server to put it in. On the Fedora server. Okay, as you can see, I tried to make a Discord bot, but it didn't work. But that was in v11, so we're gonna go ahead and delete this channel, and we're gonna go ahead and create a new channel. Done. And it says, let's go server settings. Oh, okay, we're not gonna use this channel. Actually, we'll create a new one really quick. Create my own on the floor. Bot server. Create. Okay, so now we have a new Discord server. So we're gonna go here and we're going to find bot server. If it's not, all right, we're gonna reload. Sorry, it's taking forever. We should already be on the code by now. All right, bot server, there it is. Authorize. I'm not a robot, and the bot is now in our server. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna close this out. We're gonna keep this open because you're gonna need your token again. So let's copy that really quickly. Once you have all this installed, we're going to go ahead and put it aside. And I'm actually going to show you guys how to install Yarn as we speak. So we're gonna drag this here, turn this down. Okay, so now once you're on your desktop, you're gonna want to create a new folder. We're just gonna name this tutorial bot. So make sure you have no spaces in your file name. It's just gonna make it a lot harder when you try and do your npm inits. That's just what I recommend. You don't have to like follow like what I do. But you're gonna want to right or left click shift and right click, and you want to open up PowerShell here. This is gonna open up, for you guys it might be command prompt, but for me it's PowerShell. It's completely the same thing. And so what we want to do is we're gonna install Yarn. So we're gonna do Yarn init, and we're gonna do this. Now entry point, we're gonna do src index. This is just gonna be our type of command handler we're gonna have. So we're gonna do this, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do this. Okay, now that we have Yarn installed, we have a package.json file. Now what we wanna do is we're gonna go to the Yarn, and we're going to follow what the Yarn website says to install it. So we're gonna do yarn add eslint config -tesseract eslint. So this is going to add eslint. Eslint is basically a better way of like kneading out your code. So it's basically going to make it look better, like nicer, you know. So after you downloaded Yarn and after you downloaded eslint, we're going to do yarn add discord.js. This is going to install discord.js. So now we should have node modules. Yep. The package, Yarn, and the Yarn error. Yarn error is just a package. Not a package, but it's a text editor, so you don't really need to worry about that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to come into here. We're going to create a folder called src. Now once we're in our src, we're going to want to cancel, or not cancel, but close out of our PowerShell here. And we'll want to go and open our Visual Studio Code. This is where our coding begins. So here we are, Visual Studio Code. I'm going to go ahead and open the folder here. Tutorial bot, select folder. All right, so here you see we have our Yarn. I don't think we need this, but I'm gonna keep it anyways. We have our tutorial bot here. Okay. src, and of course we have our node modules here. Why is this giving me an error already? Bro, like, what? Okay, it shouldn't matter. But basically what we want to do now is we want to make a new file, and we want to call this .eslint rc.json, if I could spell. Okay, now that we're in our ESLint.json, we're going to want to go ahead and start our code. And in order to do that, we are going to have to make these squiggly lines and do extends. And of course, we have to do our little 2 dots there. We're going to do quotes. Tesseract, because that is what we're based off of. So we're going to go here, we're going to go back, new file, index.js, because that's JS is what we're going to be running on. So once we're in our index.js, this is where you want to start your code, supposedly. So you want to go into our src folder before we start anything. We want to create a file, not file. We want to create a folder called structures. Okay. Once you have structures, just drag it inside of drag this out. There we go. And then drag this in. There we go. So once we are inside of our structures folder, we want to create a ghost docs client. We want to make that a .js file. You can name it whatever you want. I'm just naming it ghost because, you know, ghost. And then inside of structures, I don't like how that's being shown. I guess it's in there. Anyways, we're also going to want to create a what's it called? A bot config file. So we're gonna name this config.json. This is where you're gonna have your token and your prefix. So we're gonna do prefix exclamation point, and then token, and then we're gonna go back to our Discord bot. Did I close it? I think I closed it. Alright, give me a second to go back because I closed it because I'm dumb. Discord developer portal. Tutorial bot, click to, alright, copy. Again, don't use this token because it won't work. Okay, just doing this. Alright, so once we have our prefix and our token set, our bot now is set up, theoretically. But in order for it to be set up, we have to first, we have to first, I don't like how this is, like, okay, there we go. Now I got it. Okay, so now what we're gonna want to do in our index.js file is we're gonna do const ghost docs client, because that's what our structures file is called, equals require. We're gonna do single quotes, okay, period, / structures / ghost docs client. We're gonna end that off. Okay, so basically the dot and the slash is basically going back. So if you go back one file, you're gonna hit the structures. If you go back one file from the structures, you're gonna hit the src and basically all the rest, the index and whatnot. We're gonna go down one space. We're gonna do const client equals new ghost docs client config. We're gonna end that off. Then we do client dot login. I'm gonna close that. that's basically all you needed for our index. We're gonna come back to our index in the later episodes, but this is all you need for this is all you need for the first episode in your index. Okay, so once we have that done, we're gonna now want to go into our menu docs client, our Ghost Docs client, which is in our structures folder, and this is where we're gonna start the code. Okay, so you're gonna want to do const squiggly brackets client equals require single quotes discord.js. Okay, and then you want to come to the end, close it off. Then we want to do, we're going to start every code or command like this. We're going to do module.exports equals class ghost docs client extends client. We're going to open this up. We're going to go down. Now inside of here, we're going to go down one more space. We're going to type constructor. I'll explain what all this means in just a second. Constructor options equals squiggly brackets. Hit space. Open it. Go down again. Super. If I could spell. Super. Open brackets or parentheses. Open squiggly lines. Go down. Disable mentions, single quotes, everyone. Okay, and come down, we'll close this. Then we're gonna click enter. This dot validate options, lowercase o, options. This dot once ready, comma. We're gonna go ahead and do this arrow function. Open this up. We're gonna go down. Now what we're gonna do is when the bot is online and ready, we're going to want it to log that it's ready in the console. So we're gonna say console.log, and we're going to do backticks. It's the key under the escape button and the key next to number 1 on your keyboard. We're gonna type logged in as $, squiggly brackets, this dot username. I'm gonna come to this and done. So that's basically saying that the bot is logged in, basically, or the bot name in that case. Excuse me, I was taking a drink. Now we're going to go ahead. We're gonna go down a line. We're gonna do this dot on. You wanna know what I should have done? I'll do in the next video, but I'm gonna start zooming in on the code so you guys could see. But I'm also going to be leaving the code down in the description on the GitHub, so you guys will be able to copy it and follow along and maybe fix any mistakes that you guys may have. So we're gonna do this dot on parentheses message. Then we're gonna comma that async, another parentheses message, and we're gonna do another arrow function, and we're gonna get another bracket going here. We're gonna open that up. New constant mention regex equals reg export, or we're just gonna do exp for short. Backticks, okay. Arrow key, or like the up function, up arrow key, and then we're gonna do the side arrow at the @ sign, exclamation point, money sign, bracket, this dot user dot ID. Then we're going to close that with the other arrow function, and then we're going to make sure that is closed with a $. Did I do that right? I think I did. Nope. Okay. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. We're good. Okay. Then we want to come here, close that out. Good. Constant mention reg x prefix equals reg exp. All right, now we want to do the same thing. We want to do up function, up arrow key, side arrow key, at exclamation point, $, squiggly bracket, this.user.id. And we want to come here, side arrow, and we want to close that off. We're going to come down, do if message, or I'm stupid, hold on, we're going to if message.guild or message.offer.bot. We're going to return that. We're going to do if message.content.match. So basically, if the content matches our mention regex, then we're going to do message.channel.send my prefix for, I spelled prefix wrong, no, my prefix for, then we're going to do $, squiggly lines. We're going to do okay, we're gonna do message.guild.id, or not ID, name is, and then we're gonna do backslash backticks $, squiggly lines, this dot prefix. Then we're gonna backslash, or we're gonna come out of the squiggly lines. We're gonna do backslash. Then we're going to do dot, another backtick, close it off, just like that. Then we're gonna come down and do const prefix equals message dot content dot match mention regex prefix question mark. We're gonna come down, do message dot content dot match mention regex prefix regex. Then we come out here, array is going to be 0. Then we're going to do this prefix, or this dot prefix. I know I messed up here, so we're going to switch this to an equal sign. Then we're going to come down and do if message dot content dot starts with prefix return. I'm going to have it say for this line I'm going to disable, or I'm not going to disable our ESLint right now, but I'll do it after. We're going to do const command comma dot args close bracket equals message.content.slice prefix.length .trim, or we're going to come out of the brackets, .trim, open parentheses, close parentheses, .split, open parentheses, / space plus / G. I'm going to come out and close that off. I'm going to come down a line, if command cmd .to lowercase open bracket close bracket equals hello then message.channel.send hello. Okay. Then we're gonna come here, we're gonna put brackets right there. Now what we want, we're almost here, we're almost done here. 35. We're gonna come down a couple lines here. Validate options, open brackets, if type of options equals object, throw new type error options should be a type of object. If options.token throw new error, you must pass the token for the client. Okay, this dot token equals options dot token. We're gonna come down, of course, if options dot prefix. We're just gonna copy this here. We're gonna paste that in here. You must pass a prefix for the client. If type of options.prefix equals string, I'm gonna paste that in, throw new type error. Prefix, capital P. Prefix should be a type of string. I'm gonna want to capitalize S in string because it is not a normal word. This dot prefix equals options dot prefix. I'm gonna come down bracket. We're gonna open this up. And now I'm not gonna open it up. But we're gonna go down a couple spaces. We're gonna do async login token equals this dot token. Then we're gonna come down. We're gonna open that up. Super dot login token. Close that out. We'll come down. We're gonna do bracket. Boom. Okay. Simple as that. I know that took a really long time. Hold on a second. I know that took a very long time, but we are going. I'm pretty sure that's it. I disabled the ESLint for this specific line because it was giving me an error that had no error, which didn't make any sense to me. But yeah, I'll leave this code down in the description down below, and we're gonna go ahead. Ghost docs client.
Come on.
Okay, I'm just looking for any errors. Okay, we don't have an error. We're gonna go ahead and save that. Okay. So we have our index done. We have our ghost docs done. We have our ESLint done. And we have our package.json done. Everything should be set to go here for us to turn the bot online. So with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and turn our bot online. So what you want to do, I usually do control and then backdash or back ticks to open up the terminal. It's like easier. And now what we want to do is we want to run our bot. So I'm going to type in node because that's our thing. That's what we do. And since we're using our main src and index, we're going to do main dot config not defined. Oh, I'm stupid. Const config equals require. Is that how you spell require? I'm not sure. Quotes dot slash config.json, because of course we have to run our bot using our config. So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna clear no dot. Logged in as tutorial bot. I'm gonna come over here and there you go. We see our bot is online. If we say hello, it responds with hello. If we do without hello or without the prefix, it doesn't say it because we did not involve our prefix. Anyways, guys, if you like this tutorial, if you guys like this episode, make sure you leave a like, make sure you subscribe to the channel. I'll be coming out with another episode on this tomorrow, maybe, or maybe tonight. Maybe I'll do 2 in one day. And I hope you guys have a great day. This is the beginning of our Discord.js v12 how to make a Discord bot series. I'm Ghost as always, and I'll see you guys in the next video.